I'll just wait for some people to get on and then I'll get started. I've been to the beach and I've got myself grounded because it has been a pretty horrendous month, really. How are we all tonight from Perth, WA? Are we all doing well? I'll wait a few more minutes. Hello. Now I'm going to be doing the Scorpio video very shortly. As I said before, I have got myself grounded. We're going to do a live feed into what's going on with the energies around Scorpio. Now, a lot of us have been feeling a very heavy energetic shift in February. Now, for you guys, your energy is similar, but it's more at an observation level. So that's not to say that internally you haven't felt that energy, but the way you've been feeling it has been slightly different. You have almost been like a fly on the wall observing situations. And your compassion, it's almost like for some reason you're directly watching it, although inside it's taking you back down memory lane. So the way you're receiving your information is very different to the way other people are experiencing this energetic shift. So it's like you're visually seeing situations and other people transpire, and the way you're looking at it is, wow, I can't believe that that person's going through that. You're okay visually experiencing that, but as you retreat back, you're actually then doing processing. That's when you fall into that energy. So you do need to keep yourself quite grounded. Also, it was really strange. I was meditating on it prior to coming on, and the first thing that came up was something to do with education and something to do with school. And there was a card stuck on the table, and I turned it over and I thought, relevant, school, education. Now, it's an aspect of you learning something. This can be either you are going and upskilling. It can also be that you're getting an education really by external situations where you're able to then do an aspect of purging, do an aspect of healing, but it's not directly happening to you. So it's just a different way of experiencing this shift of energy that went through February. Hello, Antonella. How are you, lovely? I have to get these done because, like, just it is what it is, isn't it? That would be right. My friend called from Melbourne. If it does happen again, I'll have to start the video again. Okay, so I'm going to get straight into it, just in case she does try to call again. Okay, what am I feeling for you guys? Now, I do see some of you actually getting to a point where you're looking at school. Some of you are feeling directly that you're students in life. Some of you are learning things through other people. Hello, Belgium. Welcome. I hope it doesn't cut out again because my friend tried to call me. She's in Melbourne. Hello. Yes, you have got me live. I generally do record these well and truly ahead, but with my transition to where I am now in my life, I have not been able to do these pre-recorded, and everyone's saying, oh, when are we getting them done live? So you guys are getting an education to a degree. It's an education either, as I said, externally, where you're looking at people and the way they're dealing with situations, the way they're dealing with their emotions. You're also looking at it and you're thinking of going and upskilling, so to speak. But you're keeping yourself kind of distant to individuals, but not generally on purpose. It's a lot of processing. And something you thought that was completed has not finalised on being shown. Now, that can be an aspect of maybe a dream you wanted to go and visit, but you had placed that on hold. And it also feels as though it could be travel for some of you, where there will be travel involved. I also feel some of you are mentally processing a love interest through another person. So it may be you're in conversations with a direct person, a friend, an associate, and something they say or something they're physically doing is actually making you look at a situation differently that's privately going on in your life. You're almost like the fly on the wall. That one's relevant. Now, when you're that fly on the wall and you're processing, I do feel you have paused an aspect of your life for some reason. And maybe you don't know you've done this. It can be for various reasons. Although on the 3D you're seeing that there is movement, you're also feeling as though for some particular reason, one area of life, this could be work, it could be love. For many of you, it does feel love. You place something on hold or you press the pause button. Now, money, there feels like you are meditating. It feels like a great deal of meditation going on. And it also feels as though you're processing something. You're looking at an aspect before you move forward. You don't want to jump the gun right away. So it's like you've retreated back. You've gone into an aspect of hermit mode, although you're doing work. And you're looking at a situation and you're saying, before I move forward, I really want to gather ground. I really want to gather information before I proceed forward. Your intuition is serving you extremely well. So you're really gauging it. But you're also not realizing that people are watching you do this process. They also are aware that you're feeling certain ways. And there are people that are triggering you as well. Some friendships are triggering you. Money is boding well, but I still see you very much not placing a price on money connected to soul. So energetically, it's like you've stopped doing something, although many of you are still working, but energetically, it feels more you're having a spiritual shift, and not necessarily a peaceful spiritual shift, but a meditated spiritual shift. Now, this could be some of you are dealing with a child. Now, again, I'm not a tarot reader. I'm a psychic intuitive. So I'm telling you the energies that I'm feeling coming through for you guys. You're either focusing directly on a person. This can be someone who you look as angelic or beautiful. This can be male or female. It can be you're looking back at your younger years, or it can be a dream that you're looking at as well. Also, there does feel a time where you were in love with somebody and you were thinking about them, how they were many moons ago, and this person is doing the same thing. But you don't want to think about that. You want to think about the future. So you're very much energetically, you appreciate that memory, but physically you're wanting to co-create a future. You don't want to stay just back there in La La Land. You actually do want to move forward. So you're looking at it very maturely, like a very old soul. Now, you also have removed yourself from enemies and you don't care to deal with anyone that you feel energetically is not correct for you. This can be people who have betrayed you. It can be just in general negative people, really. It's just not your thing. So, and you have a gauge connected to that. You really do have a very strong compass connected to what is going to transpire, almost like a gut instinct. So you will remove yourself from energies and locations of where you think negativity is involved. And again, some of you may not be working, or you're feeling that by hanging out with these people, it'll be no service to you. No point in doing it energetically. Okay, love. Again, it feels like you put love on hold, or you feel love isn't coming towards you. And I'm going to pull a clarity card on this. Again, I do feel it's because you're assessing. You do know it will come because you've got old woman in reverse. You know it'll come, but you're feeling it's not coming just yet. Hello from China. Wow. Okay, now as I said, I do read the cards more from an intuitive point of view. Okay, it could be that you're dealing with a Cancerian for some of you. It could be the song The Summer of 69 is directly relevant to an energy you're going through. But you're feeling you're already on the chariot and you're already moving forward towards a goal, a love interest. So it's not you're moving away from it. It feels as though you're heading towards it by the tactics that you're actually using. And it doesn't even feel tactical. It more feels just a personal choice and a way in which you're dealing with it. You may not have the clarity, but you're keeping the balance connected to this, and you are coming into that aspect. And you very much do have the power in order to manifest anything that you're dreaming of. Some of you energetically may be conceiving around this time, and it is written in the stars and it's divinely guided. So some of you may be feeling it's behind you, but very much it's saying that there is a child here to come. And it may be for some of you connected to a twin flame, because I always directly connect Adam and Eve with the apple directly to twin flame, and there's an apple which is based in a Buddha baby and the key. Now, some burdens you feel you are carrying on your own, and some aspects you're actually turning your back on. And I feel this is an aspect of really focusing on finances. I feel you're more focused on a spiritual path. I think vibrationally speaking, although you know money does help, something in your actual life, something is being more dominant in a sense. It's either the energy of what you want in a sense of peace or what you're looking for in life. Regardless, in some shape or form, it's like you're looking at a situation very differently. Wow, this is very interesting. Okay, some of you have three energies around you. Very strange. It's either you have three potential roads or three direct paths. You're not in the T section on a road. You're almost at a crossroad where there's many ways you can go. From the road you've come, there's three opportunities around you, because there's literally three men in these cards, and they all hold different things, and they're all coming towards you. So this is either paths, roads, or direct people. Also, there is a connection of a twin flame, and I do feel a great energy coming through of something towards a past life situation. You're reaching a point where a karmic aspect of a previous lifetime is going to be internally dealt with on the 3D, because it is like a war, but it's an internal battle. So it may be on a, how do I put it? You're balancing an energy of karma, and something definitely is going to be cleared away, but it's an energy you'll both be doing together. A bit like the dark night of the soul. I'm going to pull more on that. Very strange. You know, some of the paths are very spiritual. Some of the paths are romantic driven. So there's an emotional path, which takes you to your higher self. There is a spiritual path that is connected to love and balance and great deep emotions. And there's another path that is something that you're fighting for. But for some reason, it's like two roads through this. There's two ways you can look at it. In the aspect of the spiritual path, don't look back on being shown. In the aspect of a romantic path, you're actually facing the reality of a situation. And you're looking at it and you're thinking, I can either rebuild or I need to start again. From the emotional path where you're having to fight for something, it feels as though you can physically see your enemy. Cards really want to tell me something tonight, don't they? I feel the energy of the spiritual path. You are the key, and you're almost like the magician. You're going to be able to really gain clarity and go to that next level at an emotional level, although it feels the magic is within inside you and you realize it not. You do to a degree, but many times we do get up in our heads and we're not actually aware of how enlightened or how far we actually have come. And there may be an aspect on this romantic path where, although you're remembering how it is and you know there's work to be done, this person that you're dealing with might be feeling very overwhelmed at the moment. It doesn't feel your energy, it feels their energy. And it's connected to family. Now, on the spirit, on the war path, I should say, because that's what it feels like. It might be an internal battle, or it could be an actual person that you're not seeing eye to eye with, and there's an energy around them for some reason. But again, it could be an internal, but it doesn't feel like it. You have the strength in the situation, so you can actually deal with it. But there is going to be victory. It just feels like there's very much a 3D cycle going on where there is change. You've got the World card, okay? But don't turn your back on change, because some aspect of change needs to happen. I do feel for some of you, there can be 4 individuals directly involved, or 4 direct paths. But you had 4 areas in your life at a spiritual level that have caused you pain, and you've had to move away from them. And you very much are emotionally. You're leaving it behind. You're just moving forward. And this is past tense, way past tense. It's not a current situation. It's the emotions, it's the wounds, it's the feelings you had. But this person you're directly dealing with is really emotional, and it's their path now to do that. But there is going to be a victory, and this is through this cycle that you're dealing with at an emotional level with friends or a person that you feel is a foe. Any questions? Yeah, internal. You've got a bit of internal and external, but I do feel you almost like a fly on the wall, physically looking at situations and being really observant of it while it's all transpiring. So I don't feel directly it's you. I feel these is external situations, but it's helping you become enlightened. Okay, let's ask on a romantic level. I'm going to pick some other cards. On a romantic level, what's happening? This is for, who did I say it was? Scorpio. Yeah. The energy is shifting, but you're very much, it's a waiting game, unfortunately. And, sometimes you directly feel that when you're putting your energy into a situation, there's forward movement, but sometimes that actually delays the forward movement because you're enabling in a situation. So to sit back and unfortunately have to observe is kind of scary because you're watching towers fall down. What was that? I missed that question. This pillow is so uncomfortable. I'm dying in it. Squashing me. What was that question again? Yeah, there you go. Tower. It has to come down. What was not meant to be there, it has to come down. And it's not, it may be a scare or something to that degree, but it needs to fall down in order to be rebuilt. Yeah. But energetically, you're very spiritual. So it's almost like you are observing, and you're very, you internally, maybe not so. You're getting your education from the external, but the way you're looking at it is very differently. You deal with it directly differently. Many of you are very psychic. So you really do need to tap into your energy. You need to go and get yourself grounded. Those of you who are more in tune with self will know to do that. Today, it was suggested to me to go to the beach to get myself grounded. Had the most horrendous weekend. And very much that has energetically shifted me, where it's got me back into my power and back into being me. Just a little bit of time out, to get yourself grounded. Now, at the moment, or this month coming rather, but it will be energy from here moving into next month, March, but something major is happening in May, and that's for all the zodiac signs. There's another shift. You feel as though all is not well. Sorry, I was reading one of the questions. It's also taking you out of your comfort zone. You also feel that some aspects are testing you, and for some of you, you might be saying, oh, does God love me anymore? Or where are my guides when I need them? Just it feels like you're in the deep of the deep. Some aspects of life aren't changing at the moment because this clarity has to come about. You're very, very sensitive, so be very, very gentle on yourself during this time. And there is change coming around the moon cycle, so that is a positive situation I'm feeling, not a negative. But and that again, it's like be gentle on yourself. You do actually have 3 angel guides around you. You are energetically protected. For some of you, you may be dealing with a Libran. But again, don't get caught up in the zodiac signs or what's going on. Financially speaking, yes, money is coming, but I still feel at an emotional level you're physically dealing with aspects of manifesting, aspects of staying grounded, and waiting for guidance connected to changing situations external to you. You're just trying to keep the flow going, so to speak, and riding that wave. Hello, Nikki. Welcome. Okay, some aspects of peace won't be there completely, but it is coming through. You've got to work on that. Try and stay grounded because you need to breathe. And you are protected. So know that even in your love life, you are protected. Yes, they can. They can relate. Moon and sun. Okay, any questions while I'm cleaning up, which I may go on and do in another video. I am behind, but it happens. I have to sage the cards and I can come back. Most welcome. Any questions? While I'm reading. That's okay, Antonella. Most welcome. Did it help? Do you understand? Connected to your life? Yeah. The moon cycle's very much what we had from, a lot of us have had a shift from Christmas onwards. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, a lot of us have had like a change since Christmas, so a lot of us energetically would have been looking at something different. Changes were happening, but you were seeing a lot of things transpire outside of yourself. And emotionally speaking, the moons have affected all of us very differently. Yours, there has been the internal shift. Some of you might have been feeling nauseous, maybe dizzy, ringing in the air. Lots of different sort of aspects connected to your body and your sense of self have changed due to a frequency. Yeah. She will be around you, love. If you've lost your mum, she'll be around you because there was an angel within this card. There's actually 3. So you may have 3 loved ones that are passed over that are actually with you. So there's 3 direct people that are supporting you during this process. And I have to think about that because this is my Venus house. But it's really a waiting game connected to something that's coming about. I'm okay. I've had purging. I've had aspects where I've been regressing back. What would you call it? Looking at karmic situations, dealing with twin. Yeah. Look, you have to keep going. I mean, it's life, and a lot of our spiritual healing comes through this. So many of my clients can directly relate, and we all are going through this, and it's what you guys will be doing. So, you do tend to do the purging, and then at some point, you come back out of hermit mode, and it's like, right, I'm ready to address this now. Let's move forward. But thank you for asking. Trust me, if I couldn't do it, I wouldn't. And energetically speaking, if I don't feel tuned in, even if that is disappointing, for some who have made a booking, I will always reschedule because I want to give you 100%. So I never do anything that I'm not directly tuned into, and that's for your sakes as well. I'm going to pull a few more cards and see what else is coming through. Okay, what will the outcome be by mid-March? Yeah, good old children, trust me, same. Look, no matter what we do, we're going to have to go through this energy. Everybody I've talked to has gone through. It's the heaviest. It literally feels like 2017 jumped into February, all in one hit. So it has been a very heavy energy. No, I would say just deal with the energy. You can't avoid it. Don't go into hermit mode. Observe, deal with it. Keep your communication open. Keep yourself grounded. If you're getting into a mode of feeling tired, use some techniques like, bath in salt water. Go to the beach if you can. Walk on the grass. Remove yourself from the energy and ground yourself. But some of these energies, although spiritually speaking, depending on you coming from a twin flame point of view, and you need to get into your feminine energy, which is all about you, really at an aspect of getting into union, you physically need to come to a place where you are standing in your own power, and you've also dealt with abandonment issues. And until you can come to that, it will be very challenging, to directly work with those energies. But it depends on, there's going to be lots of things coming at you as well, but they're meant to happen. So you just need to trust that anything energetically that comes towards you was meant to come towards you for a given reason and a lesson. You're divinely guided, so to speak. Okay, something on the home front's changing, and you are aware of this, although you do at times feel safer at home. So, house is highlighted, but it can be, and I just feel house. It might be a house in general you're feeling. Maybe you're thinking of manifesting a house or buying a house, but I feel it's more connected to you're wanting to come to a place you feel home, but home is inside, so you're working on that aspect. Okay. You don't feel that some aspects around you are being as mature, so you're visually viewing it. You are coming out of an aspect of feeling very stuck. You also can't see the blessing in the situation. It is causing you grief, and you are in an aspect losing hope now. So it's an energy you're feeling. It's more inside. Try and keep out of your mind, and deal with the energy of what's coming. It's there to be purged. Anything that needs to be removed is necessary for your future. Don't try and get caught up on what it's going to be. Some of you are remembering back to how it was again a long time ago. Now, this is a battle because you're wanting that picture back. During a party, be careful if you've got a party to go to, because there may be money concerns around that time. Also, there is fertility, so you're going to have an idea. Some of you might be falling pregnant, and that might be out of wedlock. But, it might be you're not ready to look at the commitment, or weren't ready for the commitment of child, but shit happens. Stress less. Can be a birth of an idea, but you weren't quite ready for that, and you're trying to work through it. There is a reunion, and there's two energies. There's two people, so you've got to be very careful. For those of you who are dealing with two people that may be interested in you, it might be that they have an energy around them that is jealous, or it may be that there is two people that are interested. One is love, one is foe, so be cautious. But yeah, you're going through an energy. I feel it's going to be 2 weeks. But don't get caught up in the time frame, because I think that's directly going to block you. And I shall leave it at that. I'll answer a few questions and then I shall have to go. Any questions? As I try and straighten myself out. Yeah, it was very, very energetic. It was really yucky. Really bloody yucky. Oh, trust me, even I get advice from people. I mean, yes, I'm spiritual, but we're all human and we're forever a student. So, okay, energetically speaking, if I directly relate it to my Venus house and what is going on personally in my life, I can tune into that and I can tell you there is a mess externally to self directly connected to this person where it's their domain to actually clean up the mess. So let them do their part, if this makes sense, and it's not connected to you. But that's okay. Don't tune into that, because codependent aspects, look at their sign. What's their sign at the moment in a zodiac aspect? I lost my freaking lighter. I'm so organized. Not. What is their zodiac sign, love? They could be scared and blocked, but you've just got to very much stand in your power. Mm. Look, it'll be for you guys in general as Scorpios, it is a waiting game. So it's either you've stood up and said, this is my expectation, or you physically come to a place where you're manifesting that and you're doing you, and that's triggering them. That can be family related if you're having base chakra, or your spiritual core self. Google your chakra points, where they directly relate. Again, it's going to be the same, when you're manifesting. Yeah, for any partner you guys are dealing with at the moment, it feels directly connected to you guys staying in your power, being very grounded, observing, and maybe sensing the frustration of the situation. Okay? Any other questions? Most welcome. You don't actually have to go through the waiting game. It's more a factor of energetically, if something isn't aligned correctly, then you can't push that factor. So you will actually be choosing to do that. It won't be something you have to do. It's more something you will energetically be choosing to do. Sorry, I'm looking for a lighter. Very selfish of me. I'm not sure. Energetically, I think with Scorpio, it may look, we're always learning. It doesn't have to be directly that you're going to have an education or something to that degree. It just feels as though energetically you're either going to learn something, somebody's going to tell you something, or that some of you may be upskilling. That was the energy that was coming through. And it was funny because the card was actually stuck on the table and it was Scholar. And I've just found my lighter. Oh, goodness sakes. Just tore my kitchen to pieces. Next question. I do have a lovely friend that has many jokes with me, and I will be doing quite a comical Scorpio video one time. I might just turn up with, she keeps teasing me at the fact that some people are really making disrespectful comments on YouTube. So she's asked me to put water balloons in my shirt. So don't be alarmed if that happens. Yeah, well, look, Scorpios are very psychic. They're very in tune. They're very receptive. They're very aware of what's going on. So very much always trust your instincts. So if suddenly you decide to wait for something and watch, you've been guided to do that. So you sit and do. Any other questions before I go back to my wonderful existence? She went to palliative care today. I feel very calm and wondering if you can tell. There is a possibility. And I agree with you. She is very, very calm. She's very, very tired. Yeah, there is a possibility. Yeah, there is a possibility. She is very at peace, though. Very, very. She's very tired. Yeah, she is very tired. She's very at peace. I see a connection to another person that had passed over that she's very, very energetically, excited about seeing on the other side. I can see a male figure. It may have been a partner. I'm not sure, but there's two male figures. Yeah, I do feel another person as well. Was it her son or is it a brother? There you go. Yeah, yeah, they're waiting, and you may even be, she probably will be smiling. They very much, I can see them on the 5D waiting. Very calm. But look, energetically, a lot of people may be getting ailments as well. Try not to get alarmed if you are feeling them. Again, it's because of all the supermoons that come through. Now, this energy was supposed to sit with us for 6 months. I did feel there would be a 2-week kind of pocket where it would be heavy, but it has found most, yeah. I I feel as though the energy will be there for 6 months, but energetically February was supposed to be 2 weeks in my eyes that I was sensing. It was 2 weeks, but it was heaviest the second 2 weeks. No, she doesn't want anyone to be there, Sonia. Yeah, she's said all she needs to say. She feels very grounded. She knows that she has a connection with you somehow, and I don't know. She's showing me this memory in her mind, a very special connection she holds with you in some shape or form. Were you the quiet one? That's what you think, but she saw you. That's what she's showing me in her mind. Yeah. Yeah, look, she saw you. So energetically, when you were, I can see you putting your eyes down, and maybe you weren't verbalizing things in a way. You were very receptive as a child. You sensed energies. She used to find this very amusing, and she's looking at you. And this memory is in her mind right now. She wants you to know she always saw you for who you really were. Okay, honey. Okay, lovelies, do look after yourselves. I will try and remember to put the website directly underneath, which I haven't done on the other three. So I hope I don't forget. If I do, yeah, yeah, she could very much see straight through. Yeah, you guys were very connected. So I will put the website directly below if I remember. If I don't, please look at one of the other videos. Some people have been jumping down to 2017 to look at the videos. They're 2017. They're not 2018 videos. So I've only done 3 so far. I am working through them, and I apologise for the slowness. So look after yourselves. What was that? That's okay, Sonia. You take care of yourself. Really look after yourself. Aries will be up soon. Most welcome, everyone. Have a great morning for Europe and a great night for Perth, WA.